After 13 incredible days hiking the Tour du Mont Blanc, we thought we had one last adventure left in Chamonix. The plan was simple: have a hearty breakfast, take the cable car up, enjoy one final mountain hike, and squeeze every last bit out of our TMB trip before heading home. But things didn't quite go according to plan.
Okay, my bad. I forgot that they say the cable car station always have long queue and I'm supposed to get tickets early.
So instead, we found ourselves boarding Chamonix' famous little red train to visit the Montenvers Ice Cave, one of the most popular attractions in town. So the big question is, after spending nearly 2 weeks walking through some of the most beautiful scenery in the Alps, will one of Chamonix' most iconic tourist attractions still impress us? Or had the Tour du Mont Blanc completely ruined normal sightseeing for us? Let's find out.
Good morning. We are back in Chamonix. There's a very nice bakery actually just right below our room. We actually had an Airbnb that was booked through booking.com, and there's a very nice bakery below, which is actually just opposite the cable car station to Tour du Midi. So today we are going to hike to Montenvers to see the ice cave. So this is a bonus episode. If your legs are still itching to walk and you miss the mountains, you can consider hiking to Montenvers to see the ice cave and then take the red train back. Of course, you can take the train both ways, but I think the weather today is fantastic. We are just going to take a hike there. The hike should be an easy one, probably like 6 kilometers and mostly downhill. There are some slight uphills, but I think it should be mostly downhills. And yes, we are going to hike there. Easy days. We are just going to have our breakfast before we take the cable car up to the mid station and start the hike. Yes, Mr. G is like finishing all the bread before I can eat my bread. So we had the brioche, we had the plain one and the chocolate one, and then there's the chocolate one. Yeah, then we also ordered cannelli and then some like sandwich with cheese, which was great. This is the brioche. Then he's having the chocolate one. So we ordered something like this too, like bread with cheese, and it's very heavy. Oh, a lot of cheese inside this. Wow, crusty and fluffy with a lot of sesame. Remind me of the butterfly, butterfly. Then with cheese and jam. So we also ordered the cannelli. It's very nice. The caramelized outside, the caramelized skin outside, very nice. Okay, my bad. I forgot that they say the cable car station always have long queue and I'm supposed to get tickets early. So we didn't get tickets early, and the next cable car departure is at 10:50. It's only what, 9 o'clock now, 9:30 now. Yeah, if we take the cable car at 10:50 and then it's a bit late to start the hike, I think we are going to drop the cable car idea and just go take the train to the ice cave. So some background about this Tour du Midi is also the cable car that if you take to the top station, there are like some attractions up there and you will be able to see Mont Blanc up close. And it also has the panoramic roadway that links to the Italy side, which was the one that we saw in Italy, Cumeia, when we actually took the Skyway. So this is linked, and if you want a quick return from Cumeia to Chamonix, this is one expensive way that you can do it. We were planning to actually head up to the Tour du Midi top when we were doing our planning, but then since we did it at the Cumeia side, I think we are not going to do it here, because if not we'll end up spending a lot of money on cable car tickets. Yeah, so now we are heading out to find the train station to go to Montenvers. I must say I'm a little bit disappointed that I forgot that I'm supposed to get cable car tickets early so that I can do the hike. So now no hiking today. Should be an easy day, just taking the train there, check out the ice cave and then back. So learn from our mistake. If you want to take the Tour du Midi, especially if you are planning to head up to the top, come and get tickets early. I think you might be able to get it in advance. So yeah, plan ahead, because I thought it's the low season already and there shouldn't be many people, but Oh well, still many people want to go up. Train tickets, secure. But many people queue to buy tickets, queue to board the train. The next train is in 24 minutes.
Lots of people all waiting.
It's a old school train trying very hard. Huh? Not trying very hard. It feels like it's trying very hard. See, it's the train. Okay, we can speak. Mr. D says this is like the Alishan sightseeing train. But moving very slowly. I think so slow that I feel like sleeping. And cannot see anything, only can see trees. Oh, finally got some view. Not tree view anymore. Got mountain view. We have reached. Okay, I'm feeling more alive that I'm outdoor and got the wind and the sun again. Wow, on the train, very sleepy. And I'm a bit grumpy that it's very crowded and touristy. I think after you do TMB for so many days, right, where there's very little people and you're very close to the mountains, this feels a bit too touristy. But okay, we are here. The glacier in front, looking very nice. But somehow I don't know why the mountain on the front side, right? I think it's because of how the sun shines on the mountain on this side of France. The mountain always look very blue. Like the colors don't really come out. It just look very blue, like the ice also blue, the mountain also blue. Compared to the Italy side, right, where the colors actually come out much nicer. You actually see the brown, the green and the white much more clearer. Somehow on the front side, right, the mountains are just blue. It's just a shade of blue. It's like you put a blue tint on all the things here.
Here you can see the glacier up close. And there are some steps to do before you can enter the cave.
Very crowded already. Despite that it's only 11:15. See the number of people going up and down the stairs. So global warming is real. We see the level of the glacier was here in 2018 and now the glacier is there. Below is 2025. I'm not sure if this will still be here in 50 years time. To come to the ice cave, you need to climb down and up back this flight of stairs, which is about 200 steps. And yeah, that is the gondola station, looking like a spaceship on top. Okay, we just came off from the Montenvers Ice Cave. Lots of people still strolling out behind me. Maybe out of a scale of 10, I might just rate this 5. I don't know. I just find this very touristy. A lot of people. I pretty much fell asleep on the way back to Chamonix. The train ride is also not the kind of scenic train ride because it actually goes through a lot of trees, tunnels, so you don't really get much views one. And the ice cave, I must say, is a man-made ice cave. Actually, they drew a hole into it and then like let you walk through lah. It's not like the one we visited in Iceland, right, which was formed naturally and then they try to maintain it and then they bring you there. This one is a man-made ice cave that is like here all the time lah. So if you haven't been to an ice cave, then alright, I think you can still visit this, but I find these two man-made pure tourist attraction. The food upstairs is expensive and the round trip costs us 41-20 euros each. Yeah. Hello.
Next train to Montenvers will depart in 30 minutes.
Okay, next train will depart in 30 minutes. So the train departs every 30 minutes. Yeah, that's about much I can say about it. I think if you have done the TMB trek, this is just not going to be very impressive to you lah, because throughout the trek you're already very close to the mountains and there will be definitely a lot more scenic places that you can actually sit and picnic and eat your sandwich, or even the refuge, right? Some of it are much more scenic than this. Okay, but if you are just here for normal touristy things, then alright lah. So I don't think I'll give this a very high rating. It took us probably about only a few hours. It's a pity we didn't manage to do the hike this morning. So have you found any nice coffee place? 这看起来不错啊。Okay.
还有 A review 而已。
A review 啊，so sad 啊。所以
它
完整啊。
是一个 moving truck.
Oh, you want to try?
It's not always here.
Oh, really? Yeah, so there is a roaming coffee truck here that we saw this morning. It's still here after we come down. So I think we'll give it a try. It has flat white. So let me tell you the story about my flat white. I was in Italy. So you know when we did the TMB, we crossed from France to Italy, right? Then the moment we crossed to Italy, the first refuge that we was at Refuge Isabella. Then I went in, right? And then I said, I wanted flat white. And then the guy was looking at me and like, flat white? Do you mean the coffee with a lot of milk? Then I was like, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot I'm in Italy already. Yeah, but they have flat white here. Flat white from the roaming truck. She has a proper coffee machine. And there's a actually nice latte art coffee from roaming truck. It's actually not bad. It's quite decent actually. But cost us 5 euros. Yeah. Makes me miss the good cheap coffee in Italy. My $2 cappuccino in Italy. Italy really has the best food. Best food of the TMB trek and the best coffee. Should have just stayed in Italy a bit longer. But what to do? We have came back to France. I think if I come back to do the TMB again, I might just stay a bit longer in Italy. Just for the food. Wow, the pasta and the food. Yeah, amazing. So I was just telling Mr. G that I just rated one of the best attraction in Chamonix very badly. Please don't hate me. It's just that I think we are not fans of very touristy places. I think the main reason why we like hiking is because we like that there is very little people and you are just part of the nature and you really get to enjoy the nature and the peace and quiet. So yeah, touristy places not really us. But otherwise, I think Chamonix town is still very pretty. Very chill place lah. So if you are doing TMB trek, I think you can still relax in town just to rest a day or two before heading back. Yes, but check out the mountains. So pretty, so pretty, so pretty. Yeah.
After all the adventures on the Tour du Mont Blanc, I think we were perfectly happy to slow things down for a change. So we spent the rest of the day wandering around Chamonix town, browsing outdoor shops, eating crepes, drinking coffee, revisiting our favorite Italian restaurant, and of course, eating more ice cream. And honestly, that turned out to be a pretty good day too. But before we end our time in Chamonix, there is one more place we absolutely have to show you. In the next video, we are taking you to one of our favorite discoveries in Chamonix, the local farmers market. This might just be the most underrated thing to do in the entire town. We will see you there.